Dear brothers and sisters, the Lord wants us to be able to see what is happening on the spiritual level. He gave us both these carnal bodily eyes, and He gave us spiritual eyes, and we have them closed and blind, okay? And that's why we are unable to fight with evil, and we don't understand where the danger is coming, okay? We're receiving those hits right now with these pandemics and all those crises and many things, but we don't really understand what's going on and where it will lead. And that's why we have fears that are not very real, okay? We have fears, okay, different people have different fears, okay? That some have racial fears, some have ecological fears, but the real fear is, okay, we fear only God, of course, but the real danger is going to come from spiritual problems that the humanity is experiencing, okay? And to be able to fight in this spiritual war, we need to analyze spiritually. Like, if you want to have spiritual life, you analyze what passions you have, okay? Which passions overcome you, your old man, okay? What things will wake him up and, okay, make him control you, okay? You need to pay attention to those things. That's why we have fasting and Lent, and we are learning how to control ourselves, how to get the healing, spiritual healing. And similar things are happening on the overall society level. The whole humanity is getting more and more influenced by some things, okay? Basically there are also all these passions. They're always there on the whole world level. But that's, for example, we have wars and revolutions and all kinds of human conflict. This is because on a massive, mass, we have mass culture. On this bigger level, okay, social level, scale, we have passions that overcome many people at the same time, and we have conflicts, and we have many other things, okay? The church is compared to a ship that's going through ocean waters that have all these waves and thunder and wind. If you are on a boat, like apostles who are on a boat, they need to control where the wind is blowing from, what kind of what is happening, okay, so that the boat will not be overthrown or damaged or sunk, okay. So we need to, of course, we rely on the Lord, but we cannot just blindly just close everything and just blindly, okay, Lord, just take me there. Some people can, but it's very dangerous, I'm telling you, okay? Because if you don't see the spiritual danger, most likely you will fall victim of it. So stirring up these low basic passions, these filthy things. The Lord tells us in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 7, around verse 20-23, that these bad intentions, they are coming from human heart, and they pollute this person. And the same thing happens on the society level, okay? These low passions, they are stirred up, they come up, and they grasp, overtake this society and bring it to destruction. And we can see so many examples of that. For example, all the revolutions that we had, overthrowing monarchs, okay, putting the whole country into, okay, a bath of blood, okay, and changing everything, you know, upside down. okay, destroying values and many other things. If that happened, the Lord allowed this to happen, but it happened not because the Lord was willing to have so many people die, okay, and suffer. So they were brought by jealousy. We don't have what they have. We peasants, or we proletariat, they are exploiting us. They are bad guys, okay? We don't want to obey any monarch. We ourselves want to have power. Proudness, vainglory, all of those things, okay? They're stirring up this massive movement, and they just break everything, all the social structure. The Bolshevik Revolution is also like that. Then we have these 2 world wars, where people just destroy millions of people. Okay, this also shows it's called dullness. When you don't feel anything, okay, you just go and kill. You don't feel any compassion for anyone. This also is a product of passions. Okay, that's why modern people are not very emotional, because too many sins, and they're just unable to have any reaction, okay, to anything. Okay, in the same way, the whole society can lose this reaction and, okay, kill those guys. Okay, we just go and kill them. Okay, make these concentration camps. We just make them and just kill a bunch of people there. Okay, and of course, great will of power. I want power. I want domination. Almost all wars are like that, actually. Okay, we have the industrial revolutions, which are both good and bad. Okay, they are motivated very often by also greed for extra, more production, produce more, eat more, and of course laziness. Okay, people lazy to do things. They need a machine to help them do it. Okay, of course, this we cannot say it's all bad. Okay, it's both good and bad, because it's also doing the commandment of the Lord that you need to subdue this earth and you rule over it. So we cannot say it's all bad, but there is also this passion that drives it sometimes. Okay, we have these recent transformations. Okay, in about 30 years ago, that in many countries we have democratization, privatization, opening up, economic reforms, capitalism becoming global, free trade, and all those things. Okay, this is another. It's called perestroika in the Soviet bloc. Okay, this is another big change. Okay, and the driving force behind it very often is greed. Also, I want more. I don't want just to be paid my salary of 120 rubles. I want to have things. I want to buy stuff. I want to go for vacation. I want this. I want that. And also, I don't want to be like others. I want to be special. Okay, I want to have special clothing, jeans and things like that. Okay, so vainglory, egocentrism, and greed. Okay, love of comfort. Okay, so that's why the Cold War was lost, and that's why we have this breakup and big transformation. And not only Soviet Union, it was everywhere. Okay, so this is the more recent things, and now we're approaching another big change. And we need to think about this revolution of today. It's already begun, okay? And how it's what shape it's gonna take. And we can actually see from what's happening now already the times of apocalypse, of the revelation of Saint Apostle John. It doesn't take any conspirology. We can see things happening, okay, right now. And we need to see what are the driving forces behind it. Okay, what are the main passions working in that direction right now? Okay, First of all, we need to look back, because what is happening, this wave, this big wave that's stirring up and will make this new revolution, we hope it doesn't happen, but it seems that it will. Okay, at some point, maybe not now, but it will happen. Otherwise, we won't have the end of the world. So this wave that's stirring up is at least 50 years old. Okay, we can see this what is happening now, being prepared meticulously, step by step. Okay, because the people who are behind it, okay, who are okay, these instruments of the devil, they are not relying on some control that they have. They are relying on trends. They need to create trends. And even when they don't cooperate with each other, the devil has his own thoughts and plans about it. And we see that okay, people change. Okay, people change, and society changes. Okay, and all of that brings us somewhere. Okay, where does it bring us? First, we need to see what was promoted these 50 years. Consumption, more, buy more, consume more comfort. People become more lazy, especially in the West. Also, another is the craving of the eyes. Okay, you're watching all kinds of movies, you're watching all kinds of performance in the internet, all that dirty stuff. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, you become more stupid because you don't read, you watch in this social media, in everywhere. You need to watch more. Okay, that's the second thing that's developed over the past 50 years, especially, much more than before. Okay. Another thing that we see is carnal perversion, okay, and all kinds of lust. Lust is a big problem right now. Almost everybody is defiled by this stuff. Okay, and it's very difficult to fight with. So altogether, consumption, comfort, lust. Another thing that's becoming, so it's pulling everybody to the ground, materialistic stuff. Consume. Don't think about any spiritual, about God. Okay, and this gives us ground for easier control, because you're more grounded. You don't have any fundamental things. You're more grounded to what's happening with you. Okay, you're hooked. Okay, you're cracked. You're hacked. Okay, and this creates a very good ground for ecumenism. That you don't care about what you believe, but you just be united, one world religion. And New Age, all kinds of New Age stuff, yoga and all that, naturalism and all that stuff. Okay, so all of these things, vegan and many things. People worship Mother Nature instead of worshiping God who created this nature. Okay, all those things. And of course, we have a great problem with drugs, depression, and all of that. But that will help just get rid of some people. Okay, it's not the driving factor behind this big change. Okay, all that depression, loneliness, and other social problems. It's gonna just take people away. Okay, drugs is just gonna be destroying them. Okay, so all these passions, they work together. They produce common effect. Okay, and let us imagine what will be the revolutionary of the past. We can already see him. Okay, well, first of all, what does Revelation tell us? That people will be living in some other reality at that time. That's why the Antichrist is gonna show them those visions, and they're gonna see and they're gonna believe. And whoever is not in there, they'll see that it's not a miracle. So they will be all in some form of virtual reality, and it's going to be more real for them than for other people. They will be really hating God. They don't want Him. They will be like very much against anything related to morals, to truth. Okay, and they will be willing to receive everything from Antichrist, all these goodies, all this material comfort, and all that stuff. And and we can see all these things. We can see right now already developing. Maybe in 50 years, maybe in 100 years, maybe in 500 years, but it's going that way. Okay, and that's the real danger. It's not chips or some electronics that's gonna control you. No, the biggest driver behind this is this passion that has developed. These desires that are rising on this wave. So what is it like, this revolutionary of tomorrow? Okay, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different than the Soviet revolutionaries and others. They will not be motivated so much by money and possession. Okay, like a person who is every day in those games, computer games, TikTok, he just grabs something, eats. Okay, he doesn't really, that's not the main thing, what he eats. Of course it matters, okay? The passion didn't go anywhere, this gluttony. But it's not the driving passion, okay? The driving passion is gonna be different. Okay, it's gonna be more this craving of the eyes. I want to look more, I want to see more. Any new developments happening in that virtual world. I want this, I want that, I want to try to this. I want new devices. I want to get into new experiences in those spiritual areas. Okay, this is one thing. Okay, another thing is laziness. Laziness, I don't want to work. Lack of responsibility for any real thing. Okay, I want to sit in there all day. You can go into those TikTok, for example, okay, and you just go and see, and you'll find many things there, but you can also see in there the image, general image of the revolution of tomorrow. It's somebody who is willing to spend tons of time doing some crazy funny things or some other things, okay? Vainglory, because somebody is gonna see it, somebody like them, are gonna like them, so show off. Well, this is my channel, this is things I do. Okay, he is willing to spend all his time, all his energy, everything for that. Okay, and of course, you cannot also work at the same time. Okay, work, you don't want it. If I can get some basic income, yes, then that's fine. But other than that, I want easy money. Okay, just have likes, some monetization in the internet. Okay, some easy bucks coming. Okay, so that's another big trend. We can see also like this blogger or TikToker who is spending all the time. We can see people are getting stupid, okay? Irrational. It's very irrational. It's ready for anything for some effect, okay? It is psychologically sick, okay? If you look through those things for an hour, say, you'll feel that you have some psychological disorder already going on with you. And you want more, quickly, change, new things. You're hooked to that thing. That's an image of the tomorrow revolutionary. And when there is some trend, okay, we all do this, okay, we all do this, and who does it better, okay, and we have these challenges, or some, either one thing like a spark goes and everybody just does that thing. Okay, that's another, okay, everybody has one mind, but it's not one mind in Christ. It's one mind in temptation, in sin, okay, in some kind of a delusion that's going on. This will be bringing those future revolutions more and more. So it's gonna be some angry blogger, TikToker, who is willing to get rid of old ways of doing things. You give the basic income, yes, of course, give us basic income. Okay, no responsibilities, no family, no need to be responsible for people, no direct communication with people. Okay, so it is only through that. When somebody calls, it's a stress. Okay, no, only chat, smiles, and things like that. Okay, no reading, no books. Okay, it's gonna be very intuitive. Okay, so all of those passions are bringing people into that new world of tomorrow, which is gonna be that metaverse. Okay, somewhere there. Okay, it's gonna be more and more. Okay, you'll have videos that are 6G that you can feel, you can smell, you can be right in there. Okay, it's gonna grasp you more and more. You'll have controlling devices that okay, control even the impulse to your brain, that you feel excited or you feel something else. Okay, so and then you'll be taught by this AI. You will be taught, you will be brought, you will be controlled. This whole thing is the new world of tomorrow, and now we are on the verge of this big revolution going in that direction. And the passions behind it, I mentioned what they are: laziness, lack of responsibility, selfishness, vainglory. Okay, those things. So let us be aware of that. Let us be aware where the big problem is coming from. Not from extra devices that gonna be controlled. It's a new, oh, now you have new device, you have this, you have that. That's all secondary. That's all is gonna be just supplied as an addition. No, the main big problem is when there is enough people who are willing to embrace that new world. It's gonna be embraced, okay? We're going to be minority. Those who are willing to be with Christ, we will be minority. But right now, it's trying to prepare everybody, it's trying to push everybody into that new world. Let us be safe from that. Let us be safe from all the evil. The Lord was praying that He saved us from all the evil. That's what we pray on the morning prayers. Save me from the evil of today. Okay. And we are fasting so that we have spiritual freedom, we are autonomous, we listen to God and not to our own passion or to these passions, desires of this fallen world. I mean, may the Lord help you, give you wisdom, give you strength. I mean.